Mature content warning. This computer software contains content that may be unsuitable for some players, including depictions of violence, sexual conduct, abuse, rape, mental illness, murder, discriminatory language, and suicide. This work does not in any way endorse or affirm criminal acts or violations of human rights. By continuing beyond this point, the user agrees he or she or they acknowledges above does not find such content described above offensive nor obscene and is requesting this content as in good mental health. Hello everyone! Welcome back to Hashihime of the Old Book Town. I'm having the audio really cranked up today on my ears. I don't know the audio on you guys. I think it's not that high. But hello, I skipped a week. It's fine. We're all fine. I just needed some rest. Honestly, I don't know what to say. So let's just jump into it. Was this really 3 days earlier? Wait, did we get back here? I thought we were at Kawase's place. I generally have no recollection, so let's just do it. Just then my omelet rice have arrived. Oh! Eh? No, I can't remember.
本当に食べきれますか？
やりますか？
なんだその口の聞き方は。私は分子だぞ。浪人生も分子のうちに入るんですか？
何？一人芝居？ちょっと分子さん。
分子さん。
分子さんはお腹が空きやすいんですね。
そうですね。Don't worry, he had enough. He had enough.
からかってるんですか？
以上が本当にから始まる君と私の会話だ。
だから、何が言いたいんです？
私は君の行動すべてを見抜けると言っているのだ。
I thought he was going to say like, oh, I'm from the future? Huh? Now, chicken? How dare you trick me? Bitch. Then again, I killed you on the last one. I'm sorry about that. Spoilers. But if you're here, you should know what happened in the previous episode, right? Right? No.
手品？
違う。
違う。
技術？
それとも違う。
He hid his right hand behind his back.
面白そうだから乗っかってあげます。
何の真似だ。
私は一体指を何本立ててるでしょうか？
3。
すごい！大当たり！すごい！気持ち悪い！
I don't know that though. I don't think that Momori-san knew that either. I think that was Shikun just playing him at this point. I couldn't believe I've gotten it right. The kids around him clapped. Anyway, I had been pretty lucky. To make sure I had him believing everything I said, I pointed at the omelet rice next.
私は先ほどオムレツライスを注文した。だが君はいらぬことをシェフに告げ、このオムレツライスをオムレツへと変えた。この中身はライスではない、トマトだ。
トマトだ。I split the egg down in the middle with my spoon. When I did, red tomatoes pour out like guts.
うっそ。で、何が言いたいんですか？
長い髪が似合っているぞ。
He's gonna tell him. He's gonna tell him. Yes.
は？
Now she can.
玉森さん、本当に何が言いたかったんですか？
True. Like, what was that?
彼の正体を暴き、忠告してやろうと思ったのだ。川瀬に近づくのはやめろ。さもなくばとな。
Okay, so what happened to that?
だが、生き生きと働いている彼を見たら何も言えなくなってしまった。
生き生き？
おそらく彼は好きで女装し、好きで働いていると思うのだ。
Well, I think he does.
ずっと。
I think in a way he does. Because, like, even before everything, he was always doing that, right? So, I don't know. Supporting. They're supportive.
惑わされるな、玉森くん。男を騙す女装工作員は、時に女よりもうまく立ち回れるものだ。
There are times when men can be deceived more easily by cross. Oh, okay. Because some men are just really pretty. Have you seen Uki Violetta? Bro. Yeah, Minky agrees. Did you hear that?
そういう事例もあるかもしれませんが、
生き生きと振る舞う姿は、あくまで不正規連隊として情報収集に明け暮れる姿だ。
It didn't seem that way to me. There was Mako's, no, Naoshikun's embroidered handkerchief. It had a cute, intricate design. There was the quiet, blunt boy, and then there was the cheeky, cheerful girl. Naoshikun's true nature was probably more like the girls.
でも僕だったら女の子の格好なんて恥ずかしいな。
Well, we're not gonna get into this, okay? I don't wanna have a whole convo about this, okay? This is not what this series is about. But come on, Frogman, supportive. We're being supportive.
そうだな。カエルの女装需要などどこにもない。
I think it'll be pretty funny.
理解に欠けますね。
でも、どんな気持ちなんだろうな。
Mm.
女の格好をするというのは。
Intrigued, That is the start of everything, baby. That's the start of your adventure.
何？女装に興味があるのか、玉森くん。
I knew it. No, I don't know it.
違いますよ。
違いますよ。
冗談はやめにしよう。しかしこれで、現在がまた同じ3日前ということが分かったな。
My conversation with the waitress. The contents of the omelette rice. There was no need to confirm it any further. Even though I had no idea how this was happening, that had to be it.
戻ってきた意味はあるような気がします。
Also, I just noticed, I don't know why my eyes keep appearing that I'm looking at like the top side. Because I'm not. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's fine.
ほう。じゃあ、やはり行くかい。
はい。私はもう一度私のところへ。
Okay. When I arrived at Umebachi, though, I was laying flat on the floor facing a manuscript. He struggled vigorously, not noticing me at all. The first thing I did before I approached me was close Umebachido's doors. I then stepped on the manuscript, which his face was now even closer to. When I did, I slowly examined myself from head to toe with eyes full of surprise.
なんだ貴様は。
なんだ貴様は。
よく聞け私よ。
私よ。
明日明後日でお前の大事な友人が死ぬ。
Yes, we...
なんだと？で、お
The manuscript beneath my foot was wrenched out from under me, making me lose my balance. We should have predicted that. It happened before.
君も学習しないな、玉森くん。
Exactly. Tell it to him, Haruhiko-san. I ignored Haruhiko-san's comment and continued.
なぜ私と同じ顔をしている？君は今そう思っただろう？私は未来から来たお前なのだ。
We're still having lag issues. I don't know what's happening, but lately my laptop having like freezing issues, and honestly, I hope it died down. But let's go. Sorry about that.
80万年後でも1000年後でもない。たった3日後から来たのだ。ふざけたことを気でも違っているんじゃないか？私が愚かであることは認めよう。口で言っても融通の利かないバカだと分かっている。だから今から3日後から来たことを証明してやる。予言だ。夕方、眼帯の男が来る。そしてそこの ドグラマグラを手に取り、金魚上炉をお題の代わりに置いていく。
Why are we doing this again? We know this does not work. This storyline does not work.
ドグラマグラだとみなかみのやつめ。
Mina-mina yotsume. I went to pull the Dogura-magra out of the bookshelf. I pushed the book back. Blah, blah, blah. I pushed the book back in.
流行るなよ。私の言うことを最後まで聞け。いいか、君は今、芥川の2つの手紙を思い出している。旦那が己そっくりなドッペルゲンゲルを見て非する話だ。なぜわかる？君が私だからだ。だから最初に君の疑念を潰そう。まず私はドッペルゲンゲルではない。うるさい幻覚だ。
You're a hallucination. I mean, to be fair, knowing Tamamori, that's not very far off.
幻覚でもない。2とは便利な数字だ。一人が欠けてももう一人がいる。そうなると、2、3、4と便利なものが続くが、今は贅沢は言えん。何をブツブツと気味の悪い。マリを呼ぶぞ。だから待て。何も私は君になり変わろうというのではない。協力し合おうと言っているのだ。不気味な幻覚め。君は今、カエル男と古書店店主の話を書いている。お前が私であることは分かった。だが、お前が幻覚でない証拠は？
Ooh, the conversation seems to be progressing smoothly. Nice.
そんなの簡単だ。君の方を叩いて覚醒させてやる。
No, I can't touch him. What the hell is wrong with you? I can't touch him. If I hit him, he'll probably throw a fit and then let it go. I grabbed him by the collar and pulled him closer, but the moment that stupid face received the palm of my hand, he turns into water, you stupid! Oh my god. Cheek I touched turned clear blue and ripples ran through my entire body. The blink of an eye, my body turned to water.
あれ？
There was a heap of clothes where I had been. Then they slowly began to soak up the water. I staggered back before I could get into my shoes. I had turned into water? Again?
カエル男、また匂いを嗅げ。
またですね。
Hi! Frogman sniffed the water as Haruka-san commented.
水です。これも今日の雨水です。
うん。どうやら君が触れると、もう一人の君は水になってしまうらしい。
I thought we'd established that on the first one, but I guess not. It's okay. There's further tries, I bet.
なんでかはオラにもわからん。ともかく玉森くん、そこの服を探ってみなさい。
I hesitantly searched the clothes. I found my glasses and a ticket for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Without thinking, I once again put them in my pocket, then dropped to my knees and fell forward.
また、私は成り代わってしまった。
やはり分かり合えんか。
また、私は。
玉森くん、そんなに自分を殺したことが辛いかね？
I know, right?
当たり前じゃないですか。自分自身にすら信じてもらえなかったら、こんな私を誰が信じてくれるって言うんですか？
To be honest, I think you're the hardest one to appeal to, but okay.
でも、みなかみさんは信じてくれました。
Indeed, that's why he died. Bitch. I couldn't help but scoff.
信じる？あいつが？
Shinjiru, it's good. Oh, the Maoris began not liking Minakami. Because he doesn't follow his rules, he didn't write him in the book, it's piling up. The hate is just piling up.
だって、信じるって言ってくれたじゃないですか。
あいつはどうせ夢物語としか思ってないのだ。
That's why he compared it to the fantasy novel The World 800,000 years later. That had been proof that Minakami hadn't taken my story seriously. That was why he had been murdered right under my nose. There was one thing I understood. The monster was only after Minakami. As long as no one went to the basement, the phantom wouldn't go after anyone else's life. That night at the cafe when I passed out, I had fallen asleep. The phantom cornered me. He hadn't taken my life. In other words, as long as I didn't invoke his wrath by entering the basement, I'll be fine. It was exceedingly simple. But to be on the safe side, I piled books on top of the door. Everything had been fine for the past month. If I lived my life as I were oblivious to the monster in the basement, he'd probably leave me alone after a while. Don't you remember after Minakami died, he tased you? That's the first time we actually managed to do the running thing, you know? And the Hanazawa died, you know? So afterwards, I'll just keep Minakami far away from the phantom.
でもどうしたらみなかみさんは言うことを聞いてくれるのでしょう。
I think we should just hang with Minakami. Hello?
玉森くんが言っても信じてくれないだろうからな。
だから奴を頼るんです。
やつとは。
Kawase? In other words, came from him, the man Minakami trusted. He would probably believe that, even if Minakami wouldn't believe it. Hanazawa? Hanazawa. It's Hanazawa, isn't it? Oh. So, I rode the streetcar and came to the main gate of the Imperial University in Hongo. Everyone was wearing their neatly pressed uniform and passing through the gate, and their faces composed. That silent pressure made me stop dead in my tracks.
帰りましょうよ。
I felt shame and a sense of inferiority. I lowered my umbrella and hurried through the gate as if I were trying to escape. Let's see, where's the medical department? Everyone was walking about the campus with no trouble at all while I was consumed by buildings with difficult sounding names. Slowly walked down the path as I searched for his silhouette.
医学部に用があるということは、目的の人物は川瀬くんか。
Why not go for Hanazawa? I thought Kawase and him had like a bad blood or something.
はい。でも医学部のことはまるっきりわからないので、どこに講義室があるか。
誰かに聞くかい？
そのつもりでしたが。
Demo? Everyone looked like they were in a hurry, so I was having a hard time calling out to them. Perhaps because of my own prejudice and feelings of inferiority, everyone ended up looking like they had Kawase's domineering face. Well, that's a bit difficult. I felt as though if I approached them with an, excuse me, they would reply with, what do you want? Or if I came out to them with, pardon me, they would ignore me. Among the crowd in black, white clothes jumped out at me.
今の博士じゃないですか？
Hakase is actually a professor in Imperial University? Bro, I said... That's why he's rich.
まあ、孫うことなき博士だな。彼ならすでに知人みたいなものだ。医学部の講義室について聞いてみよ
う。He'll be delighted. Professor vanished behind a building. I quickly ran after him.
すみません。
すみません. After a brief moment, Professor's eyes shot wide open and he stumbled. When I approached the building, his legs began to shake. He seemed pretty shocked. I hadn't even been this shocked in front of the Phantom.
梅鉢堂の常連の方ですよね。
そうです。
そうです。I love him! He's so cute!
私のことを覚えてますか？
そりゃもちろんですとも。でも、どうして？
I love him! I love him!
実は今道に迷っておりまして、たまたまあなたを見つけたのでお声掛けしたんです。
おかわいそうに。あ、僕でよければ案内しますよ。
かわいそうに。I don't like the sound of that. I was glad he was such an agreeable young man because he has a crush on you. You knew that.
僕、氷川喜十郎と申します。僕のことは博士って呼んでくださると嬉しいです。
Yes! Yes!
博士ってことは何か研究してるんですか？まさか教授？
あ、そんなすごい役職じゃありません。本当にあだ名みたいなものです。
Why?
私は玉森って呼ばれてます。
玉森くん。
Damamari-kun.
はい。
玉森くん。玉森くん。
Sir? Professor should have known my name already. Was he that happy that it was official now? What a weirdo. I thought as my mouth relaxed into a smile.
あちらに見えるのが病理学講義室です。
ありがとうございました。
いえいえ、それじゃあ僕はこの辺で。医学科のご友人にもどうぞよろしくお伝えください。
はい。それと、よかったらこれ、もらってくれませんか？
I handed him the pocket-warmed copy of Dogramagra. We're really just buying his love right now.
先日入った本です。あなたが今まで買った本から推測すると、これも気に入るんじゃないかと思って。
Oh my god, we're like advanced flirting right now. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
ほんのお礼です。では。
では。
これって脈ありってことですか？
Yes! Yes!
Huh?
Huh? Don't worry, like, what the fuck? I was just being nice, bro.
その親しくなれたって証拠ですか？
そう捉えていただいても結構です。
Professor suddenly crumpled to his knees.
ちょっと博士、膝が。
これ受け取ってください、玉森くん。
He's so happy to tell his life right now. I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. He took out a scrap of paper with an address written on it from his pocket.
僕の家です。僕の家に来ていただけたら、粗品を。
I'm so here for it. I'll give you a modest gift. Myself. I love it. Yes. Oh my god. I'm having a time of my life. A modest gift. He was probably going to force me to take another tin toy.
ごめんなさい。腰が砕けて。立てません。
I love him. I love him so much.
手を貸しましょうか？
いえ。君に触れられたら僕、骨まで砕けちゃいますから。
Oh god. He's really a pervert, but I love it. He said as he laid his upper body down as well and began to leave, dragging himself along the ground. Oh my god. Hakase, you're my favorite character in this freaking story. I couldn't help but watch him do that until he disappeared into the shadows. We're intrigued now, we're intrigued. This is the start of our blossoming relationship.
一体誰にそうと呼ばれてるんでしょうね。
After we had closed our umbrellas, we stood in the hallway of the pathology classroom. From the staircase, there were 3 or 4 classrooms in a row, and I could hear professors' passionate speeches coming from the windows. The lectures reminded me of a sutra chanting. I suddenly felt sleepy. Kawase-san was probably listening intently. After a while, students exited in noisy groups from each classroom. I stood by the entrance and desperately searched the crowd for Kawase. They all had such arrogant faces. Kawase's like, oh god, are you gonna be here? Oh, I don't want to be associated with this.
Kawase!
君、なんでまたこんなところに?
I grabbed Kawase's hand and dragged him into a random classroom. Perhaps because he was in such a state of shock, it took him a while to shake my hand off. Usually he would like immediately spit, you know? Desensitize.
汚いね。一体何の用なの?
I love him. Honestly, his voice is one of the best though. Hagase's funny and all, I love him. But Kawase have one of the best VAs in the game and I love it. But he's a bitch. We're still stating that he's a bitch.
実はな、川瀬、お前にお願いがあってやってきたのだ。特急中の特急だ。
He suddenly narrowed his eyes in suspicion.
くだらないことだったら許さないよ。
何？ひどく簡単で実にすっきりすることだ。
Kawase would not agree. Kawase touched his lips, annoyed. Damn, I should have offered to buy him cigarettes beforehand.
みなかみを監禁してほしい。
は？
Huh.
正確にはみなかみの監禁を手伝ってほしい。
ばっかじゃないの。
I love it. That was when Haruka-san and the Frogman made an appearance.
タイムスリップについて相談するんじゃないんですか？
Yeah, like Kawase would believe that. Frogman, what's wrong with you?
川瀬は時間跳躍をなかなか信じてくれなかった。それにみなかみのためになることと知れば川瀬は手伝ってはくれまいだろう。
True.
友達を信じられないなんて玉森さんかわいそう。
To be honest, most friends won't. Like, if my friend came up to me like, bro, I need to tell you a secret. I'm a time traveler. I'll be like, have you been watching too much Majika Madoka? What is this? Majika Madoka is not about time traveling, by the way. It's just, I don't know. If you watch my reaction to Majika Madoka, you understand, okay?
うるさい。
Kawase blinked in surprise.
でな、川瀬。何やらあいつ、私たちに隠し事をしているようなのだ。
隠し事。
それを聞き出すため、奴を3、4日ほど監禁して口を割らせようと思う。
Okay?
ずいぶんひどい冗談だね、玉森君。そんなに気になる隠し事なの？
Yes.
なんと、花沢が噛んでいるらしいのだ。
He pulled the Hanazawa card. Oh god, yes. His demeanor immediately changed. His only weak point, Hanazawa. I figured if I mentioned Hanazawa's name, Kawase would bite immediately.
みなかみのやつ、私たちに隠れてちょくちょく花沢に会っているらしくてな。
Lying, we're lying. I love it.
へえ、水臭いね。
He's been doing it too. That's why he's look like, oh yeah, how cool.
だろう？水臭いだろう？一体何十年来の友だと思っているのだろうな。
Oh god, I think Tamamori's just being petty in this way.
私たちに内緒で、なんと3ヶ月も前から会っていたそうな。
I love this. I'm talking about you! You bastard! I pushed that button deep down and continued with a straight face.
嘘でもついたのかな。
嘘？
嘘？
だから、みなかみは嘘をついてるんじゃないかな。
Kawase caught off guard. I love this. I love this. Kawase was clearly upset.
みなかみが嘘をついているようには思えなかったな。例えば、花沢が陸軍科学研究所の第3課地学的事項研究に携わっていると教えてくれた。
The only thing we remember. Oh my god, I love it. Tamamori's being smart for once, and I'm here for it. But Kawase too. Oh my god, yes.
まあ、真実かどうかは私には分からんがな。花沢に聞いてみないと。
面白そうじゃん。俺も気になるから、その監禁、手伝ってあげるよ。
We did it! We did it!
さすが川瀬だ。
それで、その手順は？
He was pretty quick to accept my wicked deeds.
まず明日、あいつが梅鉢島にやってくる。そこを縄でとっ捕まえて梅鉢島の2階に連れて行く。
Okay.
悪いけど、そこまで俺は一切手出しできないから。
お前がみなかみにすら触れられない綺麗好きだということは分かっている。お前に協力してもらいたいことは他でもない。ただ、私の言葉にうなずいてくれるだけでいいのだ。
What? Okay.
うなずく。
The reason Minakami ignored my advice and went to Suido Bridge was because I had absolutely no power of persuasion. However, if I could get Kawase, the one he chosen to settle his final affairs, on my side, my credibility should increase.
わかった。どうせ昼は君の家に行く予定だったし、ちょうどいいや。
A twice as vicious smile came to Kawase's face. He went down the stairs chuckling under his breath.
ガーゼいや、戸締まり用心しろよ。
え？ああ、話したっけ？ネズミ小僧のこと。
ネズミ小僧だ。
え？いや、何も知らん。断じて知らん。
そう。いや、最近俺の近所に変なガキたちがふらついててさ、屋敷内を覗いてくるんだよね。一人で住んでるってバレたら、教えられそうで怖いよ。
怖いよ。See, I told you, he has one of the best VAs. Oh my god. For you guys, I cranked it up in the editing. Because it's... Chef kiss there.
まさか、あの邸宅に一人で住んでいるとは思うまい。
だよね。
だよね。
それと明日のことだけど、水上を縛る縄くらいは用意してやるよ。その代わり、君も原稿忘れるなよ。
あOkay.
原稿？
忘れないでね。楽しみにしてるんだからさ。
What? Of course, I'll drag you into my illusions this time. Was how I would normally flare up. But what came to mind was what Naoshi-kun had said. Even when he says something mean to you, you just pretend to be upset. By degrading yourself, Kawase's ego is inflated, so he lets you hang around him. That's how you live. In the end, it's all for yourself. Kawase left, even though we parted with smiles. I lay across the desk. Afterwards, I returned to Umebachido with heavy steps.
店主、戻りました。
戻りました。
おかえり、玉森くん。
すみません。店を開けてしまって。
いえいえ。
いえいえ。I sat at the counter and took a black ink and a pen and a brand new manuscript paper. Frogman sat on the edge of the counter, rocking his head from side to side like he was enjoying himself.
玉森さん、玉森さん、僕と春彦さんの物語書いてください。
わかっている。
また破られないように丁寧に書いてくださいね。
破られたら破られたで、また何度でも書き直してやる。
New music, nice.
Oh,
we're in this state again. When I suddenly snapped out of it, I was lying on the floor grasping a pen. Before me was a manuscript I was in the middle of writing. Perhaps because I was writing before the ink could dry, there were several letters smudged to the left. Well, apparently I'd been a little overzealous again. I counted the scattered manuscript pages as I gathered them up, but I was missing the first page. When I happened to turn around, a man was looking down at me concerned. It's Hakase.
大丈夫ですか？
ええ、大丈夫です。私は無事です。
無事？これ、足元に落ちていました。
ありがとうございます。
He gave me a relieved smile. I tapped the manuscript on the counter, straightened it up, then set it down.
昼間はどうも。
いえ、お友達に会えましたか？
That we did!
はい、おかげさまで。
よかった。それと僕からもドグラマグラをいただいたお礼がありまして。
He slowly opened his bag and pulled out another 10 goldfish watering can. Yes! Of course. He set it down with a clunk, just like I thought he would.
ごめんなさい。気持ち悪かったらごめんなさい。
Okay. Recycling, but it's okay.
でも、いいんですか？大事なものなんじゃ。
いえいえ、あと97匹いますので。
97 left, okay.
だから寂しくないので大丈夫なんです。
大丈夫なんです。Professor seems to be rather an eccentric man. That's one way to describe him.
ごめんなさい。 僕またおかしなことを。
That you did. That you did.
いえ
Yeah.
じゃあ僕はこれで。雨が降れば明日も明後日も必ず来ますので。
His face turned red and he ran out on me, Vegeta. Now I had 2 goldfish. When I looked into their sparkling eyes, I let out another sigh. Tamamori's story. When I was younger, I begged my grandmother for tin toys. She gave me a blue goldfish watering can. What is this tin toys watering can that everybody have? Okay. My grandmother looked upset when I hurled it at her, and the next time she gave me a yellow goldfish watering can. Look closely. Look, it's a goldfish. Yalayo! My grandmother told me, sorry, gomenasai, and hugged me. Gomenasai. Why had my grandmother apologized to me? She shouldn't have smacked me or yelled at me. I ended up remembering something kind of awful. No one came to the shop after that. After closing up, I changed my writing space to my room. It had been raining since morning. I gave my goldfish his food, but he was facing away from it, as usual. I wondered if he was aware of his own lifespan. Gave him more food than usual and covered the bowl ahead of time with paper. Afterwards, I opened the shop and revised my manuscript next to the register like I usually did. For a while, I heard the shopkeeper's breathing as he slept, but once noon rolled around, I finally heard the sound of a futon being folded.
店主、おはようございます。
Ohayo gozaimasu.
おはよう、玉森くん。朝からご苦労様です。
いえ、
今日も体調が良いので、少し散歩してきます。留守をお願いしますよ。
はい。それと、店主。何やら最近、地下室から虫が湧いてきて。
何？それは大変だね。
大変だね。
今日中にでも木の板を打ち付けておこうと思うんです。構いませんか？
好きにするとよい。それにしても、地下なんてあったかな？
We do. Yeah. Shopkeeper tilted his head in confusion as he opened the back door and left. I'm sure he'd get mad if I told him I was blocking the door with books we sell. I need to do something about it right away.
そこで何してるの？
川瀬、よく来てくれたな。
障子に話しかけるなんて、君もとうとう末期だね。
さあさあ、座った座った。
Sweat. Kawase looked irritated when his insult was ignored. However, when he took out a rope from his back, his smile immediately returned. He's happy I'm doing a bad deed. Of course, it's Kawase. What a very surprise.
これでいいかな？
素晴らしい。
Subarashi!
問答無用で大の大人が縛られるわけないよね。
それに関して問題ない。適当な本でボコンと叩いて気絶させ。
俺もお遊びで来ているんじゃない。案がある。俺がうまくやるから、君は俺に合わせて立ち回ってくれ。
Medical student anesthetic. I bet it.
が、だがその案ってのは？
すごく単純なことさ。作戦会議する必要もないほどね。
Okay.
だが一応だな。
それより俺はこっちが気になる。
Kase tossed the rope to me and snatched the manuscript by the register in exchange. He slowly began to walk around the shop. He read each page without discarding them, but suddenly stopped and turned around.
何これ？また新しいお話？これって俺のことか？
Alright, his reaction wasn't that good for this story.
俺とあいつのことだろ。
Who's even him?
川瀬、それについてだがな。
Him who? This guy who? Well, he hadn't actually said this guy. Anyway, this was where my question about Kawase arose.
お前は一体何を読んだ？
何って、ここにあった原稿だよ。カエル男と古書店店主のお話だ。
だよな。私には心当たりがないのだ。
Suddenly the ground shook. It was another earthquake. Once again, Kawase looked at me without moving an inch.
確かに私はお前がカエルを殺したのを見たことがある。それも何年も前、田舎の16橋の上でだ。だが、私にはわからんのだ。お前がどうしてそんな顔をするのか。
そんなって。ああ。
Ah, sexy as hell. Kawase touched the cheeks of his forced smile.
そもそも、なんで俺が君の批評を引き受けたか、わかるかい？
Yeah, I know. You told me before.
すまん。
空想と現実がごっちゃになってるからだよ。
何がお前を困らせるんだ？
Damn, I accidentally said his next line.
忘れちゃってるのかな。悪いけど、玉森くんが思い出すまで、批評はやめないことにするよ。
What? What happened? Now I want to know. With a vague smile on his face, Kawase tore apart the manuscript. It was 40 pages, but he was able to tear it all in one go. Wow.
にゃ
その気持ち悪い笑い方、やめろっつっただろ。
にゃ
It was over before I could understand. Even when I searched my brain, it was shrouded like a black mist and I couldn't remember anything. Suddenly I realized that beside me, the frogman was crying. Once Kawase was done thoroughly ripping the manuscript apart, he lit a cigarette like it was his reward for a job well done. He then unknowingly blew the smoke out towards the frogman.
酷なことを。
何？
I was seeking direction from Kawase's moods. I could have said, hey, stop it. There were plenty of words I could use to stick up for myself, but not a single one came out. Even when he says something mean to you, just pretend to be upset. By degrading yourself, Kawase's ego inflated, so he lets you hang around him. That's how he lives. In the end, it's all for yourself.
Mina-kamiが来たみたいだよ。
Mina-kami!
Mina-mina-kami! He shook the water droplets from his umbrella mantle and he smiled oblivious. Oh, my baby for him. I gave him my usual smile at Kawase.
久しぶりだな、川瀬。
3人揃うのは1ヶ月ぶりだね。
川瀬も忙しいんだな。
一番忙しいのは君でしょ。俺と玉森くんは毎日会ってる。
うん。暇だな。
暇だな。Oh, I miss him.
悪かったな、この野郎。
ところで君、聖望は？
聖望は？
え？はあ。
Minakami suddenly touched his head as if he had just realized something was off.
どこかに置いてきたのかな。
なくしたんだろ。
なくした？毎日被る聖望を？
正直言うと、まだ見つかってない。
君も結構抜けてるね。バカになる風を玉森くんから移されたんじゃない？
うん、そうかもしれない。
うんじゃないだろ。否定しろ、否定を。
Man, Tamamori is amazing for being able to just make the same convo happen again. Oh, we're having this ridiculous conversation again. I glanced at Kawase and gave him the signal. I started to clean up the ripped manuscript.
話は変わるけどさ、Mina-kami、君最近。
ちょっと待ってくれ。
He came up to me and suddenly grabbed my wrist. Scraps of paper I managed to collect together back onto the counter.
玉森、これは何だ？
Ooh, what's happening? I love this.
原稿だ。
どうしてこんなことに？
俺が破ったのさ。
Sorry? Minakami turns towards Kawase with a sharp glare. I, on the other hand, gently placed my hand on the counter.
川瀬。お前、人のものになんてことを。
Look at his eyes. Oh, Minakami suddenly turned sexy.
あまりにもくだらなかったんで、ついね。
くだらない。
くだらない。
ああ。
Sorry.
くだらないから、破り捨ててあげたんだ。
で、 別にいいのだ、みなかみ。原稿の1枚や2枚。
この量は1枚や2枚じゃない。
Oh, oh, Minakami? Hi. I love him.
40枚はあるのだが、まあいいではないか。私は一度書いたものなら何度だって書き起こせる。な。
川瀬、お前に玉森の原稿を読む資格はない。
Ooh. Mina-mina.
資格？
Shikaku?
出ていけ。
Dedeke. Oh, oh, Mina-mina. I never Minakami sound like that. Sorry, I can't read because I was so excited. I had never heard Minakami sound like that or seen him make a face like that before. It was probably the same for Kawase, so it was pretty amazing that he's able to keep his usual smile. This wasn't the time for me to be impressed though. Yeah, we're planning to kidnap you, so.
君はそんなに玉森くんの物語が好きなんだ。
No, he doesn't. We know he doesn't.
本当に面白いと思ってる？
ああ。
Oh, you're lying now. So you're lying now.
残酷だ。
Hmm.
残酷だね、君は。どうしてつまらないものをつまらないと正直に教えてあげないの？毎回毎回、こんなクソみたいなお話に喜んじゃってさ。
This is like the battle of sexy voices because I'm here for it. It's belittling me, but I love it.
俺は君とは違う。玉森くんに才能を見出している。だからあえて厳しくしてやってるんだよ。
川瀬。
甘やかすよりはためになるでしょ。
それが正しいとは思えない。
Yeah, well, Minakami's lying because he doesn't like our stories. We are not in his book.
自分の価値観を他人に押し付けるな。
Minakami's fist shook for a brief moment. He quietly unclenched them and searched through his bag. He then placed 5 reference books on the counter.
英文小説だ。これなら楽しく勉強できるかと思ってな。
ありがとう。もう行くのか？
Minakami put his mantle back on and ran out into the rain. It was the first time I had seen Minakami like that. I stayed dazed for a moment, unable to comprehend what happened. Our plan! No!
なんなのあいつ。それにしてもこんなことが激鱗ね。
Pretty interesting to see, don't you think? Kawase fiddled with the ripped up manuscript.
しかしお前、私のためを思ってくれていたんだな。
Thanks.
ああ、嘘に決まってるでしょ。
Oh.
で、そんなことより、水上を連れ戻さなくていいの？
連れ戻してくる。
たく、本題はこれからだってのに。
おい、水上。
講義の合間に出てきたんだ。すぐに戻らないと。
せめて私の歩幅に合わせろ。
すまない。
すまない。
いいから落ち着け。
So cute! I grabbed his arm through his mantle. His face gradually matched up with mine.
怒らせてすまない。
どうして玉森が謝るんだ？
だな。実はあれ、演技だったのだ。
演技？
Minakami suddenly stopped to look at me. Then he looked ahead as if he were thinking and began to walk again.
水上ってなかなか怒らないだろ。ちょっとからかってみたのだよ。
That's supposed to make him feel better? Okay.
ひどすぎる冗談だ。
だから私が謝る。
いや、俺の方こそ怒鳴って悪かった。川瀬にもそう伝えておいてくれ。
ちゃんと聞いてくれよ。
Following my lead, Minakami stopped.
演技は演技だったのだが、一つ気になることがあって、どうしてあんなに怒ったのかと思って。
There was only one answer I wanted to hear. Conveniently, it would be the comforting words I wanted to hear. At the moment, Minakami probably didn't know how important that was to me. No, it wasn't just Minakami. No one other than me could possibly know how important this question was.
まどろっこしいな。
Kawase was approaching us from behind.
川瀬、さっきはすまなかった。冗談だとは思えず。
冗談？冗談なんかじゃないよ。
え？
This is the worst! We really should have discussed this. We really should have discussed our strategy.
さっきのは演技だったと。
みなかみ、悪いけど、この縄で縛られてくれる？
What?
実はここからが本題なんだ。玉森くんの原稿が面白くないのは、玉森くんの経験の浅さだと気がついてね。そのためには現実的な体験が必要だと思うんだ。
So this is why. This was his fun?
全くわけがわからないんだが。
いいから両手を出して。玉森くんはその手を縛って。
なあ、
ちゃんと結べよ。肩結びくらいできるでしょ。
I tried both his wrists tightly. As I did, Minakami watched Kawase dumbfounded.
余った縄で胴をぐるぐるにして。
はい。
はいって。玉森。これは何なのか説明してくれ。
ほら、梅鉢堂に戻るよ。
I handed the remaining length of rope to Kawase. He began to walk as if he were dragging along a dog.
これが新作の構想とは思えないんだが。
いいから言うことを聞いてくれ、みなかみ。私は後ろでこの様を描写する。
お前のためになるのなら。
Aw, he liked me so much. I love him. Although I doubted anybody would want a setup like this. Once we returned to Umebachi-to, our strange procession went upstairs. Following Kawase's example, Minakami didn't take off his shoes. I also ended up coming up with my shoes on. When we got to my room, Kawase kicked Minakami, who was still unable to move.
川瀬、冗談が過ぎるぞ。
玉森くんに必要なのは金色夜叉みたいな胸くそ悪さだ。さあ、俺と水上で演じきってやろうじゃないか。
Are you guys gonna make out? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. What's happening? I'm afraid. I'm afraid to press next. Okay. Also kick Minakami down with a second thought. Right as he did, I began to wonder why the space had transformed into the shores of Atami, sparkling in the moonlight. This was the famous scene in the Gold Demon by Koyo Ozaki. Wow, they look great.
ミサを破れば完膚じゃあるまいか。
Said Kawase, aka Kainichi. Suddenly, Minakami, aka Miya, grasped the sand of the shore and shed tears larger than his closed eyes.
いつ私がミサを破って。
Oh god.
俺という夫を持ちながら知らない男と当時に来てやってない証拠はどこにある？
I love this. Yes.
それは全く寛一さんの邪推よ。私たちがこっちに来ているのを聞いて富山さんが後ろから。
なんで富山の野郎が後から訪ねてくるんだ？
Mia pursed his lips tightly as if they had been nailed shut. Somewhere in his heart, Kanichi believed Mia. He believed she would apologize for her sins and pray for his forgiveness for the rest of her life. However, he felt no signs of remorse from Mia. Rather, she had begun to make excuses. She seemed shocked even. Mia had abandoned him. My wife was stolen away by another man. How pitiful can I be? I should violate her right now. Oh my god, is this a rape scene? No, no, I'm afraid. How pitiful can I be? I should violate her right here and now to quell the heat of my rage. These thoughts only make the despicable. I can't even read now. These thoughts only make me the despicable one. When she was knocked out onto her backside on the shore by his excessive anger, Mia clung to Kainichi's back.
どうしてカイイチさん、どうしたのよ
I love it.
ミヤさん、俺たちがこうして一緒にいるのも今夜限りだ。だが、よく覚えていろ。1月17日、来年の今日のこの日の晩、再来年も10年後も、俺はこの月を俺の涙で曇らせてみせる。
That was so hot.
と、小芝居はここまでにして。
The scenery had changed back to my bedroom. Kawase suddenly stood up and dusted off his backside with both hands.
どうだ玉森。
寝取られとは興奮するな。
参考になったようならよかった。そろそろこの縄をほどいてくれないか。帝大に用事があってだな。
悪いけど、本題の本題はここからなんだ。
Kawase said as he kicked Minakami back down. This time he put his foot on Minakami's back, making sure he really couldn't move.
川瀬、頼むよ。もう時間が。
花沢にでも会いに行くの。
Kawase stepped down harder on the ropes. His anger was genuine, perhaps realizing that Minakami used all his strength to look up.
何の話だ
君、花沢とこっそり会ってるそうだね。それも3ヶ月も前から。
すまん。本当に何を言ってるかわからない。俺は花沢とはもう何年も。
I love it. For Mina-mina, oh my god, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for him.
しらばっくれないだよね。よく知ってるみたいじゃないか。陸軍なんとかかんとか研究所に属してるってさ。
なんとかきとか。I love that.
陸軍なんとかかんとか研究所
陸軍科学研究所の第3課地学的事項研究室。
なんだその陸軍科学研究所の第3課地科学的事項研究室って。
This is so dumb, I love it.
君も覚えが早いな。さあ、俺にも全部話してもらおうか。玉森くんに話したようにさ。
So only Kawase can memorize that? That's funny. Oh god.
どういうことだ玉森。
Tamamori. For Mina-mina. It was finally my turn to speak. I was wondering how I ended up getting let out of all this, but just as I predicted, the focus had shifted back to me.
私は今、2人を騙している。
Kawase glanced at me. I'd asked him to play along no matter what, but there was doubt clouding those eyes. His intuition was correct. This was where my improvisation began.
まず一つ、川瀬を騙した。水上は花沢とは会っていない。会っていないどころか、懐かしいなぁとすら考えるほど過去の人物と思っている。
だからそうだと俺は。
じゃあなんで
じゃあなんで私が花沢の肩書きを知っているかについてだが、その前に、お前こそ正直に言う番じゃないか、川瀬。
Kawase. Kawase glared at me. I was giving him a calm and collected expression, but pleading with him on the inside. All I need to do is go along with whatever I say. That's all I have to do, Kawase.
そうだよ。俺は3ヶ月前から花沢と会っている。
Kawase.
そうか。再会できたのか。よかったな、川瀬。
余計なお世話だよ。けど、なんで玉森君が
私は3日後の世界から来た。だからお前らの隠し事はまるまるお見通しなのだ。
They were both dumbstruck. It was an outrageous claim, but at the very least, Kawase had every reason to believe what I was saying.
君、俺に嘘ついたの？
悪かったな。だが本題の本題はここからで。
花沢とはいつ会ったの？
え
Kawase pulled out a small knife and cut Minakami's ropes. No! This is going not to plan, not to plan. Then he approached me, still holding that knife.
ちょっと待て。
どういうこと？いつどこで花沢と会っていたの？
God possessive much?
明日の夜、お前の家で。
何それ？
だから言ってるだろう。私は未来から来たと。というか話が違う。黙って私の言うことに合わせてくれ。
黙ってられるわけないじゃんか。言っていい嘘と悪い嘘があるよ。
Okay.
ナイフしまえ。
Minakami came between us.
ともかく話を聞こう。玉森も変に仕掛けないで正直に話してくれ。
You won't believe me, that's why I had to go about this in such a convoluted way.
それでお前はこの3日間を2回繰り返していると。
ああ。
なんで君がってとこだけど、まあ俺は信じるよ。花沢とは3ヶ月前から会ってたのは事実だし、何よりあの長ったらしい肩書きを知ってるんじゃね。
Kawase helped me out by playing along. I look at Minakami, the one who mattered the most in the situation, but he was still staring at the floor with the same expression on his face.
君も認めたらどう？自分が死ぬって運命をさ。
Bitch! He was going to be killed by a random murderer when he had ignored my warnings. He was killed again. I told him everything, no longer concealing any details.
私の忠告さえ守ってくれればいいのだ。私はお前をみすみす殺したくない。この気持ちを分かってくれ。
面白い話だな。
He laughed again. His face still lowered. Minakami continued a smile. His tired smile.
類行に80万年後の社会って作品があるだろ。あれは博士が工事機に乗って80万2701年の未来にたどり着いてしまう話だ。俺にはその冒険譚がそう遠くない未来のことのような気がするんだ。だから玉森の話を聞いているとワクワクする。
にゃ。
And Minakami really don't trust us.
ヘラヘラするな。私はふざけているのではないぞ。
I didn't have Anasawa's silver pocket watch this time. Minakami hadn't believed me when I showed him that, but since I had Kawase to back me up, maybe something would change. I felt the frogman would have said, "That's why you should have thrown it away." But I didn't think I'll be going back for the second time like this.
じゃあ信じられないと。
What do you mean what will happen? You'll fucking die, bitch. You'll fucking die. That's what happened.
なで
Tie you up again, was I going to say, but then I remembered Kawase had cut it apart earlier. There was nothing left I could say to persuade him.
いや、いっそ信じられないならそれでいい。ただ、もう少し私に付き合ってくれないか？自作を執筆するにあたって時間跳躍ごっこというものだな。
それでふざけていないなら俺も真剣に答える。お前の話には飽きしてる。
Oh no! The one who let out a huh wasn't me, but Kawase. But the words Minakami said went completely over my head. They went over my head, but got stuck in my throat like bones after eating a fish from a broth.
もう隠さずに言う。
ちょっと待ってくれ、みなかみ。私の心の準備がだな。
ずっとお前の物語はクソだと思っていた。
Oh god, I can't bear this. Oh my god.
え？
クソだと思っていた。
Shit. Did he say something like that? Kawase had certainly called them shit over and over again, but why was the weight of the word shit different from when Minakami said it? Minakami didn't look away from me, not even
川
once.
瀬の言ってることは図星だ。本当にお前のことを思えば、正直に言った方が良かったのかもしれない。出ていくのは、俺の方だと気づいたから出て行ったまでだ。
水上。
俺もここにいる義理はない。けど、さっきみたいに俺にできることがあれば、言ってくれ。手伝えたら、手伝うよ。
Minakami stood up. Found myself clinging to his body. Ironically, there was a scene like this between Miya and Kanchi in The Golden Demon.
水上。
話してくれ。
それが私への感想か？
Was that it? His true feelings towards me? The ones that weren't written in his notebook? Minakami finally shook me off and left as if he were trying to run away. Still sitting on the floor, I gripped an invisible bag.
水上も言うときは言うね。
Go to your helpful.
やっぱりって言いたいところだけど、どうも嘘くさいな。
嘘？
いや、言ってることについては俺もすごく共感できるんだけど、こうも意見が二転三転するかな。
奴は本音を晒したまでさ。奴はやっぱり。
Again, I remembered the notebook crammed with his written impressions of the book he had read. There wasn't a single word in there about me. Only Kawase's contact information was written at the back. There was no way I could tell Kawase that. I had just wanted to hear Manakami's true thoughts that weren't written in his notebook. This was the result. It was beyond pitiful. Kawase worriedly struck the match. The first and the second match were no good, but finally tobacco smoke arose.
あれ？また新しいポスターが増えてる。
What was he going on about now? My hobbies was raising goldfish and collecting Cowspea packaging. I was especially passionate about counting the stars on them. The dots on the packaging weren't just clustered of polka dots, they were represented in the Milky Way. After I found out, I ended up looking for a packaging with more stars drawn on them.
額縁に入れるほど価値があるの。
よく見ろ。星が一つも欠けていない。
ほんとだ、すごい。あ、金魚は元気かな？
Kawase lifted the paper.
まさに今はの際って感じだ。
楽しそうだな。顔が笑ってるぞ。
君に元気になってほしいからさ。結局水上のことどうするの？諦めるの？
お前は信じてくれるんだな。
ああ。
なんでだ？
なんでって信じざるを得ないからさ。
He was probably smiling because this whole thing was convenient for him.
やっぱり辛い。
当たり前だろ。
Even though I didn't want this, even though there was nothing I could do, even though I didn't want to know, I was drifting towards a bad dream.
俺が助けてあげようか。
For some reason, he smiled.
助けられるんなら助けてくれよ。
ちょっと触るなよ。
いや。
Even when you're rejecting me in the end.
ともかく今夜俺の家に来てくれ。会わせたい人がいる。
花沢だろ。
すごいね。このやりとりも経験済みなわけ？
いや、初めてだ。というか、お前の友達なんて花沢しかいないだろうから。
Kawase? I smiled complacently. That's really hard. That's really hard to know. The several o'clock while Rolando Yasuno was swarming with guests, and we were waiting for Minakami again. But, as always, our time is up. My computer has been malfunctioning, so this is the end of today's episode. It's kind of sad to always end it by 1 hour. I really want to play longer, because this game is really long, so I just want to play longer, but I can't. Maybe one day I'll do double recording, so I record and then give it a rest, and then I record, and then I combine the recording to make it longer recording. Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye!